Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Today, we are playing Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. So, this is the type of game that I like to see made. This is it. This is a sort of traditionally animated point and click Cthulhu Mythos adventure game. Awesome. Now, that can go one of two ways. You can either go a comedic route or a much more serious, sort of straight horror route. I think both are perfectly fine. You know, I'd love to play either one. With this style of visuals, it probably lends itself to a more comedic atmosphere compared to like The Last Door. But that's perfectly fine. This is definitely a throwback to like classic sort of Sierra adventure games, like, you know, and like the Monkey Island games and Day of the Tentacle, all that sort of good stuff. The Lucas games or LucasArts games or whatever. So this is a game made by a Transylvanian company, Stuck in Attic. I think it's a pretty small team. There are probably many big video game developers in Transylvania, but I think they've lent sort of a Transylvanian feel to this game, which is going to be pretty interesting. And so it just looks great. I'm very excited to dive into it. It's going to be definitely a little hokey as far as the humor goes, because it's just... that's done on purpose. I mean, that's just how these games are. There's just sort of a hokey humor, a lot of like dad jokes and puns and things like that. So prepare yourself for that. There's also a talking cat, which they like to mention a lot. Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. So yeah, you know, we're gonna see how good of just a fun point and click adventure game it is. We're gonna see how much Lovecraftian Cthulhu Mythos stuff they throw in there. I don't think it's gonna be a very lengthy game, but it should be fun. So when you first boot up the game, you do get a cutscene. I will replay that now for you.
And sisters, settle! I come to you this day with great news! My starry disciples, our search is nearly complete! For decades we've toiled and scoured and fished about this wretched continent for that ever-elusive tome, the Grimoire Eternus, the book to end all books, the storied and long-fabled...
The Necronomicon!
Yes, Sister Halo, that's the one. Next time, maybe you let the actual cult leader speak its eternally horrible name, yeah? Thank you. The Necronomicon! Yes! No doubt some among you have questioned its very existence. Our search has been wide and our labor great, with as yet no return. Well, brothers and sisters, it may be that we have come upon its actual location. Brother Bright. Gregory, we talked about this, man. This night, brothers and sisters, our men
And women?
and women are on their way to retrieve that tome as we speak. Is this not what we've been looking for since our establishment is a legitimate death cult?
Yes!
Is it not in our official membership charter?
Yes!
Is it not we who should be the first and only to lay our hands upon it?
Yes!
Shall we let the abominable butcher or other lesser cults get their stinking paws on our glorious bounty now that it is so closely within our reach?
Yes!
No!
No!
And with the Necronomicon finally in our hands, nothing will stop the Haunter from regaining his true form. No end to the work! No end to the work!
So, where is it?
We have found him, brothers and sisters. The man who will lead us to it. We have found him, and we watch. We watch. sisters, settle!
Oh,
Settle!
oh,
I
shit.
come to you this day with
I don't know why I would.
sisters,
What?
Settle! Settle! Brothers and sisters!
What the hell?
Brothers and sisters!
Why is it doing that?
Sisters, settle! Settle!
Okay, hold
I
on.
come to you this day with great news! My starry disciples, our search is nearly complete!
Dude, it just. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. What was up with that? Alright. Now that. I mean, that was some sorcery. Okay.
Read all about it, sir. Hurricane Herbert, storm of the century.
A storm. That's the least of my worries. Change. Everything's changing. Always changing. What's a Joe supposed to do? You take a new case and it's all you can do to be prepared for whatever it throws your way. The only thing you can know is whatever it's tossed at you won't make any kind of sense butt up against the last thing. It's the change, you see. I've been hired to locate some kind of ancient book. Supposed to have inside of it the kind of stuff makes a Joe's guts turn salt and sallow. Real type mystical mumbo jumbo, which I guess explains the weirdo cults popping up all over Darkham. You know something's left of center when the folks hiring you want to keep themselves all secret-like. Cash is cash, though, and I could really use the milk. That's something doesn't change. Put some weight on my man in rare and forbiddens. The kind of pressure makes a Joe's stomach jackflip, and he points me at this dark and ancient library. Dark and ancient? Huh. What's not dark and ancient in Darkham? Damn. Most times, the new is just as bad as the old. Sometimes worse.
Darkham. That's great. Like the cult just hires a private eye to find
there it
the
is.
Necronomicon.
Miskatonic Library. Not the, friendliest place in town. And this town and friendly ain't even in the same zip code.
Alright.
Darkham.
Oh.
Horrible hellhole. Never thought I'd stick around when I came here 23 years ago. She was local, young and unstable. And I was probably too much to handle. Then she left me with an empty bottle of 81 proof and a broken heart. My gut instinct was telling me I could look at everything a second time, glean extra information that might be useful. Or not. The brooding, festering horror of the ancient town. Weird, that just popped into my head from nowhere.
Nice.
A sea of rotting roof tiles, decaying masonry, and who knows what dormant evils. Darkham, never thought. And then she.
Oh, the eye sort of closes up.
I gotta investigate the library first.
More Darkham.
Not nearly as badly lit as the name would suggest, but more than compensating on the creepy scale. Surprisingly colorful here and there, but I didn't let that fool me. The town had been bubbling with occult activity for a while, and I was about to look deep into it. Like a sea of ugly, decrepit, tile-covered whales.
It definitely looks like Dr. Seuss mixed with Lovecraft. Which
Not
is, I
sure
guess,
pretty
basically
it's tourist
Tim
friendly
Burton.
town.
Alright.
Looks like some kind of gargoyle, swallowed almost whole by those dead vines. I'd love to blame it on modern art, but this is really ancient stuff. It's just creepy as hell. Maybe I could use somebody, but this gargoyle ain't it.
Great. Got all this stuff to click on.
They really went out of their way to make this place as creepy as possible.
I can hit F5 and do a save.
I'll bet the common Joe doesn't even know what a bas relief is.
That's true.
I'd wonder exactly what that bass needs relief from. The oppressive, stagnant atmosphere of Darkham. A drudging, boring life stuck in a library interior? An uncertain future in the face of an uncaring populace? The ridiculousness of this fish pun? I don't know. No one can be Sturgeon. Who gives a carp?
Yeah, see, I told you. Fish, like, puns and dad jokes.
Rows and rows of moldy old books. For some reason, they seem particularly unattractive. The more I look at them, the less interesting they get. The joy of reading. Those look like the exception.
I mean, you know I'm going to click on everything, so...
That's where folks get strange, ancient diseases by flipping the wrong pages with their bare fingers. Wear protection. Goes for libraries, too. Nobody there. Looks like it's just me and this librarian fella.
Oh, we'll get to him, don't worry.
It's a dusty old book. Its title's really hard to read. A very convenient treatise on the order voodoo magic ingredients should be used in. Useless garbage.
But it's useful.
It's the popular book section. Apparently, all Daniel Maroon novels. You know, Vatican mysteries and all that.
Oh, like, what's his Dan Brown? I see.
Daniel Maroon's anathemic adventures. Daniel Maroon's blood-boiling baptism. Daniel Maroon's clerical conundrums. Daniel Maroon's deacon's debauchery. Sounds spicy.
Nice.
Daniel Maroon's Eucharistical enigmas. Daniel Maroon's Fathers in Fedoras, my personal favorite. Daniel Maroon's Gibbous Gospel. Daniel Maroon's Hymn Hunting. I hear it's a snoozer.
My God.
Daniel Maroon's Improbable Iconostasis. Daniel Maroon's Jumpin' Jerusalems. It was his first foray into comedy. Still sold a heap, though. Daniel Maroon's Cryptic Cloisters. He was reaching. Daniel Maroon's Lengthy Litany. 4,200 pages. Ouch.
God damn.
Daniel Maroon's Menacing Monastery Mystery. Daniel Maroon's Nuns and Nooses. Oh boy. Daniel Maroon's Presbyterian Perils.
It just keeps going.
Daniel Maroon's Queer Clephotic Quests.
Oh shit,
Daniel
cut it off.
Maroon's Reliquary Rapture. Daniel Maroon's The Sacramento Sacrament.
You can tell they just recorded him saying Daniel Maroon like twice.
Daniel Maroon's Theological Tenebra. Daniel Maroon's Unholy Unctions. Daniel Maroon's Vinci's Vengeful Vigils. That makes no sense.
We're almost done.
Daniel Maroon's Warring Worshippers. No entry for X or Y. Can't blame him.
See, that reminds me of me with my Teletubbies video where I just couldn't think of something, a connection for Tinky Winky. It's just like, fuck it. Make it a joke itself.
It's like that strange, tentacled beast is watching me. That thing is very unnerving. I feel like poking it in its plaster eyes.
We gotta look at the desk.
That desk is literally blocking my access to knowledge. A little on the plain and ugly side, too.
Alright, finally.
If my detective cylinders aren't misfiring, that's gotta be the librarian. Who would grab and stick to this kind of job in this kind of place? They must have fishhooked them. Free internet'll do that to a Joe. This librarian looks a few centuries short of the age requirement. Evening.
Good evening, sir.
So, how's things in the library business?
You know, can't complain. It's a living.
Those electronic books hitting you folks hard these days?
Nah, not really. People don't tend to read much at all anymore, so it's all the same to us.
Boy, he's got a pretty nasally voice.
Interesting library you got here. Is it old?
Yeah, pretty old.
It's old, huh? How old?
Like really, really old. You might even say it's ancient.
Ancient, huh? How ancient?
Well, it was established by one Jeremiah Orn in, 18... really long time ago.
Huh. Thanks for the info.
Sure.
So, you know, this is a modern day setting. You know, they got computers and stuff. But he's very much like a 1920s private eye, very, you know, noir. And just, you know, it makes me wonder, like, is there actually any individual in the world right now that is akin to this guy? You know, like, just wears a fedora, is a private eye, sort of grizzled, a smoker, a drinker. I just, you know, it's obviously a big trope and cliche. I just wonder if this is a dead breed, or maybe somewhere out there there's a noir man.
The name's Ktype. Don Archetype. Here to see about a book.
Well,
Brilliant.
you've come to the right place.
Yeah. It's called the Necronomicon. Do you have it?
Oh, that book. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, they're all lent. All versions of it.
There's more than one?
Why, sure, you've got your... Oh, wait, you're talking about the real Necronomicon, aren't you? Yeah, no, sorry, that doesn't actually exist.
Doesn't exist, huh? My employer seems to think otherwise.
An ancient grimoire full of arcane writings that could summon powerful demonic entities and potentially fold reality onto itself? We don't really carry that kind of stuff here. Chances are it's nothing but a myth, Mr. Ktype.
You, wouldn't happen to be intentionally trying to conceal it from me, would you?
I'm just a librarian, sir. As far as I know, the real Necronomicon is a myth. Sorry to disappoint you. You haven't been the first to come and ask about it, and you probably won't be the last. Definitely our most popular inexistent book.
Who else has been interested in it?
Everyone, from excitable teenagers to these freaky cultist types that seem to crop up everywhere in the last few months. Just when you thought Darkham couldn't get any weirder, these clowns come along and prove you so wrong.
I wonder if they're gonna name drop Lovecraft.
What can you tell me about these cultists?
Well, they come in all shapes and sizes, can't really tell them apart. I mean, it's not like they waltz in here dressed up in ceremonial robes or anything, but you can tell from the way they speak, they're not all there.
No such thing as the Necronomicon, you say? Mind if I, snoop around your collections a little while?
I don't mind personally. You'd have to talk to Mr. Orn about the rare books department, though. At the moment, he's really busy with some new arrivals upstairs, so you'd have to wait a while. But, sir, waste of time, really. That book is just a legend. An ugly, ugly legend.
Isn't the Orn Library like? Isn't that something? Is that a real thing? No, it's not a real thing. It is a Lovecraft thing. I get those confused sometimes. I just, you know, the line between real and fiction, it blurs for me all the time. Okay. I knew it was something, but yeah, the Orn Library is like the main library of Miskatonic University. Okay.
Aren't you a bit young to be a librarian?
Look, I can tell you come from a different era, but between you and me, that's straight up ageist.
Oh, really? And that, different era business ain't?
Touché, Mr. Katype. I'm a student, it's a job, it's quiet, it pays the bills.
Aren't you a bit too old to be a student?
I like the cut of your jib. That's something your type would say, right?
My type? Now look here, son.
There it is again!
Ugh. I didn't catch your name, Mr.
Kerwin. Buzz Kerwin.
That's an interesting surname and an accent that I can't quite place.
Yeah, I'm half Romanian. My mom was born in Transylvania. I kept her family name because it sounds cool, you know?
Never get teased because of that?
No. For Buzz, on the other hand, plenty.
All right, Mr. Kerwin. I guess I'll have to wait.
Yeah, I definitely like the voice actor for Mr. Archetype. Not so much about Buzz here. Maybe it's a Transylvanian accent that I'm just not used to. That could be it, but I don't know. The voice definitely sounds like kind of whiny. Thing on the doorstep.
There's a thing on the doorstep there. Looks like a package. It ain't for my nose, but I could, pass it on to the librarian.
Might as well. There's our inventory.
I found this thing on the doorstep. Were you expecting a package?
No, not really. Let's see it. There's a note here. Oh, it's for you.
For me? What does it say?
Too long have you meddled in our business, Katype. Here's your chance at a bright future for a change. Mhahahahahaha. Is it me or is this thing ticking? Mr. Katype! He's gone.
Was that you making all that racket, Kerwin?
No, Mr. Orange, sir. Someone set off a bomb in here. I was about to call the police.
Nonsense! You call this a bomb? You should have seen Dresden, son! Now that was some firepower right there! Clean up a little, will ya?
Okay, sir.
Got books on fire. That's not good. Let's look at a shoe.
Mr. Katype's shoe. Well, I feel like I should call him Don now that we've been through this together. It's Don's shoe. It's Don's shoe. It's all he's left behind.
Cinderella.
Well, at least that thing took some damage. I think it's a little loose now. There's a weird glow emanating from behind it. What the? It's sure to fall off and kill someone whenever the next earthquake hits. That monstrous cracked medallion is literally an accident waiting to happen. I'd knock it off for sure, but I can't reach that high.
Alright. But what if I throw a shoe at it?
I just realized how long I've actually wanted to do this. Don sends his regards, Ugly.
Strange book.
Is this what Don was after? This looks nothing like the other editions. Creep factor just went up 200%. Who would hide it up there? And why? You're coming with me, weird book. Well, I never thought I'd actually say this, but the Necronomicon feels weird in my pants. Oh boy, what an evening. Think, boss, think! Dawn's been kidnapped, the police are a bunch of corrupt and incompetent tools, what do I do? Well, Orn can close up for the night, things are way too messed up to stick around. The best thing to do is retreat to the bus cave, clear my head, and see what this strange book is all about.
There are books on fire in a library. Oh, here we go.
Okay, safely home. What the hell was all that about? Is this really happening? Am I really talking out loud to myself? What is this book? God, I need to stop talking to myself. I sound crazy. Kitty, should I open this thing and see what's written in it? What do you say? You're a lot of help. Okay, might as well take a peek. Ia, kashaptu zidinjir kampa, per Adonai Metatron. What the? This is genuinely becoming really scary now, and I'm all alone. What do I do, Kitty? God, I wish you could talk back for once.
Cat's name is Kitty. That's pretty close to my cat's name, Kitty.
Okay, I know I've been saying everything felt weird before, but that was really, really weird. Something feels very different now.
As much as I hate agreeing with you, something does feel very different now.
I know, right? Maybe reading that out loud wasn't such a good idea, huh?
It sure seems so.
Right? I mean... Whoa, wait! Are you actually talking back to me?
Took you a while, huh?
Mm.
I feel like we were in a much more productive place a few moments ago. You know, analyzing the situation. Maybe working toward a solution?
You talk!
I stand corrected. You seem to have a firm grip on the situation.
But how?
You just read an incantation, and then wished out loud that I could talk back. So...
This is wrong. This can't be happening. This is wrong. Wait, I know. I'll just find the spell or whatever it is and reread it and reverse this. That should work, right?
You're not really expecting any kind of relevant answer from me, are you?
Right. I mean... Oh, what the... It's gone! I can't find it anywhere! I had... This was definitely the page I read it from, but there's different text on it now. What the... Should I read it out loud? Wait, sorry, I wasn't considering your point of view here. Do you want to be a...
Talking cat? Please don't take this the wrong way, but that's a resounding and definitive no. I just don't want your kind of problems, man. My deal is sleeping, eating, and generally being decorative.
I can get behind that. Okay, here goes.
You know, they say if a lion could speak, we couldn't understand it. Because their frame of reference would be so alien to us. I wonder if the same is true of a cat. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. But I feel like my cat's lives are pretty similar to mine. I mean, we both pretty much just sit here for like, 20 some hours a day. I don't know what they really do that I don't do. Other than like eat cat food. I don't do that. I think I could talk to my cats. If they could talk. We could have a conversation.
Shunu limutuma anakulu ublui. Zidinjir anakanpa. I wish Kitty would go back to normal. Did it work?
Darn it, can't even meow right anymore. I think it's safe to say it hasn't.
Oh boy, this is a problem. By the way, Kitty, Nice to meet you.
We've known each other for years, dude.
Kidde, is that what I call you?
Haven't you been doing it for years already? Dumbest name possible if you ask me, but I don't care either way. I don't need one.
So, are you gonna stick around?
No, I'm gonna walk the earth like Caine in Kung Fu. You'll stick around and undo this. You really think I want to be like you for the rest of my life?
That's gotta be racist or something.
We're not even the same species. We need to find a way to reverse this, so get to thinking.
Yeah, you're right. I'm on it.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell none of them are really, like, professional. Well, I mean, they're not top-tier voice actors. And neither am I. I mean, I'm not... they're doing fine. But you can sort of tell this is not the best in the industry. More bothersome, though, is that with headphones on, like good headphones, I can sort of hear them, like, lick their lips and stuff, and that's a little bad. That's a little bad. So, that might get on my nerves. But look at all this shit we get to look at for the rest of this video.
That's Ron Dilbert.
Oh, of course.
He's really grumpy. That's
So, Ron Gilbert, I believe is his name. Let me double check. Yeah, Ron Gilbert. He worked on some classic point-and-click adventure games, including Maniac Mansion, first couple Monkey Island games. Gosh, he worked on a bunch. Zach McCracken. Putt Putt joins the parade. Fatty Bear's birthday surprise. Freddy Fish in the Case of the Missing Kelp Seeds. That's a great game. Putt Putt goes to the moon. Putt Putt saves the zoo. Dude, I mean, if you've got Putt Putt saves the zoo on your resume, you can write your own ticket. Dude, he just worked on a shit ton of stuff. But yeah, I'd say the first couple Monkey Islands are his big tickets. Anyways, yeah, it's a nice nod. Why did this zoom in? Okay, something's happening when I alt tab. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it.
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
Hot take. Holy shit.
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
Gosh, that's crazy. I mean, there are absolutely a lot of people that are very much convinced of that mindset. But the way, the economy and the video game industry is heading, I mean, pretty soon they're going to have to raise the average price of video games. They're going to have to go to like 70 for a new game. And, they're doing a lot of things to sort of mitigate that and prevent that change. But making games is not cheap.
Scenic Transylvania. That's where my roots are. Man, I hope I get to visit someday. Okay, I've got to get my head back in the game.
Yeah, pretty. Let's move on.
Someday soon, I hope. Ron can't help us now. They're not toys, okay? I don't play with them.
Well...
I don't like this new situation at all.
Yeah, I really wouldn't want any of my cats to talk. That would definitely ruin the relationship I would have with my cats.
What's left of my once impressive action figure collection? I guess I'm growing or something.
Yeah, that's what a cat would do often. Especially like recording LPs and stuff. The cat would just be like, I would brag about something. The cat would just.
Please don't drag me into your immaturity.
Especially a female cat. I mean, that would be like doubly awkward.
Please don't.
Completely useless right now. That's Kitty. My, Kitty. Yeah, I know. Not the most imaginative name.
Totally understandable.
Really?
Yes, really. If I were called Buzz, I'd be reluctant to get creative when naming anyone, too.
Touché, pussycat.
I mean, like I said, one of my cats is named Kitty. It just works. It's a nice sounding name.
I'd say she looks cute, but she's within earshot.
Stop. It's an embarrassing baby picture. Move on.
Nah, I don't need it. My tablet. It's been charging for 2 days now. Dead as, well, dead. I don't think I'll bother her about it. No use. It's dead.
And it's not really charging, is it?
It's our oven. I'm deathly afraid of it. Long story. Look, I'm afraid to touch the thing. I have this long-running fear of leaving the gas on, and then the dorm explodes and I'm not even slowly walking away from it. I just stand there in tears. No. Hey, Kitty, think you can open that oven for me real quick and take a peek inside?
Sure thing, boss. As soon as I grow opposable thumbs, you're gonna have to man up and do it yourself. Come on, Buzz. You can do it, dude.
I can?
Yeah, it's just fear. Stupid fear.
Yes, and fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger...
Open the damn oven, Kerwin!
Yeah, yes, yep. I did it! Hey, and there's Lemon's key. Oh, and there's a cookie in here. A suspicious one.
What does that mean? Accept this cookie.
Yeah, I think I'll take it. You know, for sustenance.
Ugh, I would not recommend you eat that.
I'll take it either way.
Cat licking their own butts, telling me not to eat a suspicious cookie. Cats eat all sorts of shit.
Very suspicious cookie. Effects remain to be determined. It's the key to Lemon's domain of derelict degeneracy. That's our tiny fridge. It's usually either full of Lemon's dubious cooking or completely empty. Nah, I can open it myself. Hey, it's not completely empty.
And a Dr. Fisher.
It's a can of Dr. Fisher, produced exclusively with Fishmatheria water. That
Oh,
ensures
God.
my lips will never go anywhere near it.
That's fucked.
I prefer Poopsie.
Oh my god, that's such a lame joke.
She's not into sodas. I'm gonna
Fucking
grab this.
Poopsie. Yes, I'd like a Coke. Is Poopsie okay?
It's our one and only treasured lighter.
Get it yourself. You're the one with opposable thumbs.
Well, Lemon's lighter. I'm kind of afraid of working the stove or oven.
Stuff.
Gonna grab this for a while. That's been there since Lemon left for that esoteric retreat. I'm frankly afraid to touch it. Whatever was in it has probably grown more powerful with time.
Not on your life, buddy.
I got my fill of suspicious sweets. Beyond this impenetrable portal adorned with god-awful decorations lies Lemon's Shangri-La. He's such a hippie, it hurts. Me mostly.
I can squeeze under doors. Lemon knows that. He made this door particularly unsqueezable under, remember?
Oh yeah, he did do that. Lemon's locked the door when he left for that esoteric retreat, and of course he has no phone signal or internet. Great. Kitty, I'm a little stumped here. I have no idea what to do next.
What?
We're clearly in over our heads. Maybe we should reach out to someone who knows more about this black magic thing.
You've got a point. Wait, what about my roommate, Lemon?
He's my roommate too, remember? Yeah, he does know a lot of people. A lot of suspicious people. They're really into his homemade cookies, for some reason.
Suspicious people is definitely who we're after.
I've seen him write down names in this little notebook. Maybe we should look for it.
He's away on that esoteric retreat thing, though. No way to reach him. We're gonna have to find a way to get inside his room.
I like how her tongue like constantly goes in and out when she's talking. Like one of my cats, when he scratches himself, his tongue will just dart in and out a mile a minute. I have no idea why that happens.
I have a feeling somewhere inside this horribly over-decorated piece of furniture lies what we're looking for. My eyes, they water. All right, kidday. I have a feeling the notebook we're looking for is somewhere inside this locked closet. I can't really think of a way to open it.
Couldn't you just randomly combine some household items into a makeshift key or something?
I'm sure I could, but I was thinking maybe you could shoulder this particular burden.
Let's not make a habit of this.
No way.
The chili stink is giving me dizzy spells. Oh, here it is. I haven't done that since I was a kitten. Still got it.
Okay.
The pages are all blank. What am I missing here?
I don't know, he probably writes it in urine.
It's one of those tiny cute guitars.
Can't even say ukulele? What the hell?
It's cute. I don't think she'd be inclined to play that thing. Oh no, my band days are long gone. Oh, that's gaudy. Hey, looks like there's something under this.
Move it yourself, Buzz.
What do you know? A pair of scissors. It's a book Lemon left open. Let's see here. Page on the left says, a compass is a magnetized pin floating in a solution. It's not the 1700s anymore, Lemon. Geez, what a Luddite. The page on the right says, invisible ink. Use lemon juice to write secret messages on paper. Only you will be able to then read them by bringing the paper close to a source of heat. Note, make that a source of mild heat, not open flame. No need. I can read it myself. It's a book.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's supposed to be a fertility idol. Kinda scary if you ask me. I would not sleep with that thing above my head, I'll tell you that. Primitive or not, I doubt Kitty appreciates art.
Actually, I've been a little into cubism lately.
Snob. We thankfully have no need for it.
I mean, that's really the thing, if you're talking about like a talking cat, is that their intelligence, their capacity for knowledge is probably pretty damn low.
Of all things whose purpose is to be lit up, this one scares me the least. But surely, what else?
Do I look like a lighter to you?
Oh, what a hint.
I can't just snap my fingers and produce fire, unfortunately.
Oh, what a hint.
Yay!
Alright,
Let's moderately heat this baby.
let's do it.
Yes! It worked! Lemon, one too many cheesy detective novels. All right, kitty, now let's see this list here. Woo! I think I got it. How's VG for all your supernatural needs sound? And there's the address, we're practically neighbors.
It's the best option we've got so far.
There's something I'm not sure I mentioned before. This detective that was looking for the Necronomicon, Dawn, got kidnapped right in front of me.
Oh, right, you've mentioned it. Let's go.
But we've gotta try and rescue him.
All right. Do you know who kidnapped him?
I guess we have no lead yet.
Lead. Sam Spade over here. You know how you humans always stereotype us as being selfish?
Sorry about that?
Don't be, because in my case, that's exactly how it is. I'm sorry, but I could give a kitten's fluffy tale about your detective friend. My main worry right now is my own predicament. Why didn't you call the police or something?
Oh, Darkham PD, only the most corrupt and despicable organization in town? Makes these cultists look like fuzzy bunnies nibbling on baby carrots by comparison. No, we're on our own.
Interesting imagery. Anyway, your friend Don's on his own too. It's a cat-eat-cat world out there.
How about we keep him as Objective B, alright?
Whatever makes me A works for me. Let's roll, Marlowe.
I'm not sure why the cat doesn't like the ability to talk. Like, facilitating
All right,
communication.
Kitty. Looks like we're on a quest together. Any cool battle cry-like words before we embark on it?
I'm a little hungry, and I'm afraid my fur's going to get all matted in these filthy streets. Sorry, you were saying?
I was thinking more like time for, whatever adrenaline-pumping music kids listen to these days.
Time for Bossa Nova.
Let's get on with it.
Rare.
Like, if I could just ask my fucking cats what food they like, that would solve a lot of problems for me. Or if, I could just tell them, hey, dude, please don't piss on this piece of furniture. I mean, I think it would just be better all around for both sides. So I don't know what she's got against it. I will say, though, I wish more games, like, most games should just have, like, a cat that follows you and just leaves, like, sarcastic comments and says, like, pfft, like when you do something cool. Just pfft. All right, we'll leave it off here. There's this really, really creepy girl staring at us. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know how exciting of an LP this is going to be, because we're just going to be clicking on stuff and hearing voice actors talk to us, but it's a game I wanted to play either way, and I might as well just show you so you get the full experience. All right, my name is Mangg. Gaming and watching has been Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.